Hey funnel builders, and welcome to another building a course video. We've kind of moved past the building stage. We've done editing and slides and resources. I'll show you where I'm going to upload them as well and how I do that, as well as uploading them up to our LMS. And I'm going to show you the entire process, but it occurred to me that I need to write a sales letter because the only thing better than building a course is selling a course. And I've got a framework that I use to write all of our sales content. I really just want to show you how I go about that. It's based off the problem, promise, myth framework that I use, but I'm going to pretty much build this out in real time now. Obviously, I'll edit out, the bits where I'm silent or just thinking through it. The advantage of creating your sales content off the back of your course is that it's going to be fresh in your mind and you're going to really have a good understanding about what it is that you're really selling and the benefits to the customer. The problem about creating any kind of promotional sales content is straight after creating a course, you can be burnt out. There's a lot of energy and time goes into creating a course and you can kind of think, look, I'm done with it. I've just finished the editing yesterday. We've uploaded all the videos and I feel burnt out. It's a lot of work, but I know that it's fresh in my mind and this way I can keep some momentum going. So I've sat down, I've opened up Quip, and I'm going to show you the framework that I use to write out. This is a sales letter. This is going to be quite a long sales letter. It's going to be a long form, high quality, in-depth one. Ideally, I'm looking for over 1,000 words because I'm also going to be using this as a script for one of our video sales letters. So let's jump into Quip. This framework that I have here is based off the Oren Klaff from Pitch Anything framework of setting out with a promise, explaining, how, hey, I promise you're going to learn this by the end of it. That's usually where the headline is. Then some problem text. A myth is like a misconception. What I want to do is, this is the writing stage, and it's just like writing a book. It's like writing blog content. My job is to just get everything out on paper and I'll go back and edit it. Ideally, everything that I want to write, I then want to just halve as I come back in. So chances are this will be a bit of a brainstorming session and I'll be creating all sorts of stuff in here. So just while I'm writing up the problem stage, I've just remembered that obviously I've got all of the layouts and the templates for the courses. So I'm going to jump into those because they have a lot of important bullet points that I want to put into the sales letter. The key to a great sales letter is using content and copy that you've got already in some of your other kind of frameworks and in your product. If you can take a product and just use the content and copy in that product in the sales letter, that's a pretty good sign that you've got a bit of a winning formula there. So if I go over this overall framework of the lessons and topics again, I'm just giving myself a reminder that we've got the truths of running any business, vision, values, and mindset. And usually the introduction one up here, it goes over the actual kind of promise and the problem and why this is important. So by simply saying, look, running a business is roadblock after roadblock. It's not easy, it's not fast, and you want to give up. That to me is a pretty fantastic problem to have. The idea is that the sales letter is a story that my customer and anyone reading it can connect with, and I'm going to give them useful information. I will absolutely tell them how to run a profitable, successful marketing funnel business using this sales letter. I'll say you need to have some fundamental truths figured out. You need to build scale into your business. You need to have a vision. You need to have values. I talk about this a little bit in the course, actually. Everyone wants a six-pack, but no one wants to go to the gym and diet every day, but that's what they need to do. So everyone wants to run a profitable and successful marketing funnel business, and I'm going to show you how to find more customers, define a niche, create profitable products, find more time for your business, guarantee that you're profitable, figure out all your pricing. I'm going to show you how to do all this stuff that you want. The problem usually then highlights why they haven't managed to get there yet, the roadblocks that they're facing. And then through this, I'll talk about what they need to start doing. And that's usually around the solution stage, the include stage, and the results stage. So just while I'm wrapping up the promise here, I'm going to give you a bit of an overview of the framework of the sales letter before I get into it. The promise outlines what they're going to get through both reading the sales letter and through completing the course. This is basically where I set the expectation of what they'll be able to do by the time they finish this. This is where I have to hook people in. This is the attention part. This is the setup phase. A problem is something that they're experiencing. This is where I usually make a connection with the reader and they think, yeah, that's me. I recognize who that is. I have experienced all those problems and Mike has begun to explain to me some of the roadblocks I'm going to face. The myth is a misconception about running a marketing funnel business. This is where I begin to educate people. It's also where I can put in something like, if you've tried, going after a niche before, or you've tried having expensive prices, or if you've tried Facebook advertising, I'm going to tell you why all of that stuff doesn't work, and I'll even go into that. Trends are what's happening in the marketplace, what's changing, what kind of threats are coming up, what kind of opportunities are available, what can we take advantage of, and what do we need to be aware of, and also what are the consequences of not addressing those trends in the marketplace. A knife twist is kind of like that cherry on the top, that final stab, where you go into thinking about what it is that they're going to face, and it's basically you finish the sentence, and on top of all that, ... The solution is then where I introduce the solution. It's a 7-part intensive course with worksheets and mindset goals that's going to teach you how to run a successful, profitable marketing business. A little bit about me. You focus on one gold medal. You don't give an entire CV. You say, hi, I'm Mike Killen. I've helped over 3,000 funnel businesses sell more marketing funnels. Most recently, we landed a $35,000 a month deal. And I've written this course to help you build and grow your marketing funnel business. That's all I care about. Benefits, this is where we just focus about the future. Benefits seem to be massively overcomplicated. The way to write a benefit is, in the future, my customers can ... Go on holiday while continuing to earn money. Go on holiday without having to worry about how much money they've got left in the bank account. Take their kids to school and arrive at work a little bit late while knowing that they've still got customers. Wake up every morning with new leads in their inbox. I have to write the future. That's what the future looks like. That's the transformation, okay? So the problem, the myth stage, the promise, that's where they are now. That's who they are now. That's their status now, who they are as people. And afterwards, the benefits, the results, that's who they're going to be. So I'm going to write the future. Make sure I include a call to action. Includes is where I physically go over what it is that they're getting. That's the curriculum. Testimonials is then writing up 2 or 3 testimonials from, guys who have taken the course already or previous course members. Another call to action, and we changed the call to action slightly. Results are the things that they're going to be able to do and things they're going to be able to see, more tangible, action-based futures that they'll be able to see. Another call to action, then 2 closes peppered with call to actions as well. The closes are where you stop selling and you say, you need to sign here and pay the deposit, or you need to sign here and pay the whatever. I should probably include pricing. Pricing will probably be included in the call to action. So what we'll do is I'm going to write this up and then we'll come back to it later and I will, take you through the sales letter.
Hey funnel builders, so it's actually taken me a little bit longer to write this than I thought it would, but I've finally written this up in Quip, and I'm also going to show you the finalized version that we've got in the website. I've created a product page which has a little less copy but a bit more design, and I've got an old school sales letter. So if you remember, we had this structure like promise, problem, myth. I'm just going to take you through this. I'm not going to read it word for word. I'll obviously put a link to where the actual course sales letter is. When we looked at the promise, I kind of wanted to look at what is it that they're going to be able to do at the end. I really had to sell this, all right? Most of the time, I have a really bad habit of just using the subject line or the header or the title as the promise. So I wanted to say how to run a profitable and successful marketing funnel business, the complete system for selling profitable funnel services, attracting customers and discovering a niche. And what I did was I essentially just bullet pointed out what is it everything I promise they'll be able to do in the future. What do I promise they'll be able to see in the future, feel, have? What is their business going to look like? What is their day-to-day life going to look like? What is their bank account going to look like? What are their customers going to look like? And I kind of started off with this promise here. I've framed it a little bit around a problem. I said, look, do you ever look at your bank account and go, where did your money go? I know that when I wake up, I've got leads in my inbox. So I've very quickly got into this promise style. I promise, I've told you, I can tell you that when I wake up, I've got leads, new followers, customers, invoices paid on automation. And then I kind of just went through and I said, here's everything we're going to cover in this letter. How to guarantee profit and pay yourself, the 4-part process to pricing any marketing funnel, the secret to making a $2,000 funnel product profitable. And I've just basically made what the future is going to be like. So I've framed the letter by saying this is what you're going to be able to view, this is what you're going to be able to do and see in the future. And then when I came back to the problem, again, all I did was just bullet point out what are the main problems that funnel builders face? What is someone facing? What kind of problems and roadblocks are they facing when they take a look at this letter? There's bigger projects, but they never seem to have money left over. They struggle to find customers. You're always competing against other funnel builders. And I just listed those out. And what I did at first was just list out and bullet point out all of the problems. And the same again with the myths, like what are the misconceptions or the mistakes that people typically make when running a funnel business or trying to set up a funnel business. And I said, look, there's no such thing as a profitable niche. It's a really common misconception that people think that there's this magic profitable niche, right? Or that there's some killer secret marketing strategy. And you can see that this kind of trend of just writing out the bullet points first carries on throughout the letter, because then after I'd written out bullet points for the entire process, going through the myth, the different trends, so what's happening in the environment, what's changing, what are the threats, what are the opportunities, bit of a knife twist as well. I just went back and I went over all of those individual bullet points and just expanded on them. And these bullet points ended up becoming the headers, which I'll show you in the design of the letter later. The solution is a really short part, just saying, look, here's what you need to do. Here's what you need to buy. Here's what is available for you to be able to change this situation. This is when I introduce myself, as after that I go into about me. A lot of people have the habit of putting the about me section right at the start. It doesn't work. People kind of turn off and switch off by that point. After that, when I looked at the benefits, again, I just listed out all of the benefits. Now, a benefit, remember, is just a future that a customer wants. That's what a benefit is a describable future. So in the future, my customers will be able to ... position themselves as the number one player in their market, create and decide on a killer niche funnel for your business. It's not in the future my business customers will be able to 7 lessons included, or a lot of people will talk about like how long their course is, and they'll say in the future my customers will be able to 40 hours of content. It doesn't work. So you have to be able to think and finish the sentence, in this future my customers will be able to ... and that's how you write out your benefits. And this is where I put in a call to action. I said get lifetime access. You'll see again we've changed that slightly. Includes is more of the features. So this is where I talk through the 7 lesson course structure, what the different lessons are, all the different worksheets, the quiz format, the purchasing format. Like you can just be able to go through the course. It's a lifetime access. So this is actually physically what they're getting. As we've talked about before, like benefits sell but features close. So this is typically like the call to action where they think, okay, this is what I'm physically going to be getting. I put in a few testimonials, another call to action. I then have a really strong kind of ironclad guarantee where I talk about, if you think this sucks, if you think this wasn't worth your money, let me know and I will give you a full refund. I'm not at all interested in taking your money. Results, again, is where we talk a little bit about their future. And again, I just bullet pointed these out. I just listed them. So I said, here's what you're going to be able to do. Here's the change in metrics, the actual measurable things that are going to be different in your business and your life and your bank account from going through this course and taking this course. Another call to action. And I put in a little like, if you want to reach your maximum income potential. So that's like our kind of little hook. That's the sell your service mission, is to help funnel builders achieve their maximum income potential. And then we close. A close is not a sale. A close is when I say you need to sign here, give us a deposit. You need to, enter your credit card information and click here to buy now. That's how you get people to buy. And there's sometimes different angles to the close. This is where I said, look, imagine knowing your business is as profitable as possible. What if you could rise above just another funnel business? Most businesses are happy struggling along. If you want to grow beyond what other funnel businesses are doing, I just bullet pointed those out. Like, what would the close look like? It's usually framed around their ego a little bit, where we just kind of think, I'm going to be investing in someone else's course and product. Now, a lot of people who are reading this already know me, so I would hope that this is not like a brand new pitch to them. But some people need this little close as a frame, and then we have another close and some calls to action. So if we take a look at the letter, you can see that what I've done here is I've given headings to absolutely everything. I've spaced it out. It's nice and easy. This is an old school style sales letter. This converts pretty well already, actually. I haven't looked at the analytics, but it got quite a high conversion rate. At the moment, we've got we've got a discount for the launch, for people to be able to get a bit of a discount. And then, guarantee, get full access now. I've clicked that through. Click here to buy. Click here to buy. So I'm having those go all the way through, and these will just come through to the payment page, which is here. So this is the checkout page. And then what I also did was take the copy and the content. I stripped a lot of it back. This is the includes section, for example, and I've got the benefits here. So these are the benefits up here. And what I've done is I've stripped away a lot of the written stuff, and I've kind of gone back to the bullet points to create the product page. So as people scroll through this is a pretty basic product page. I was just desperate to get something together, to be honest, and obviously get access here. This goes through to the exact same checkout page. We're still running a lot of traffic to this, so I'm kind of seeing which one converts better. I have absolutely no idea. Typically in the past, my sales letters have actually converted better, but the more time people visit the site, the product page does better. So I don't know how kind of what to make from that. But yeah, that was kind of our sales letter. I have got a template available. I'll link it in the video in the description down below. In the meantime, guys, let me know what else kind of I can help you with next on some of your course structures and course sales videos and things. In the meantime, yeah, click subscribe, share, all that kind of shit, and let me know in the comments if this was useful, and I will see you on the next video. Cheers, guys.